That stubborn Gentil the show. Sure, my friends here will be happy to entertain you.
Stand down.
Here, try this.
Timely treat.
Fail. SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Time for some hardship.
0 points.
Specimen sighted.
Fail.
Lance at the ready.
Boys.
Your answers? A test. 0 points.
Let's begin. Stand down.
Deep breaths.
Timely treatment.
Hit!
Answer me.
Leave it to me.
Here, try this.
Timely treatment.
Fail. 0 points.
Lance of...
Deep breaths.
Not bad. 5 points.
I think something bit me.
Leave it to me.
Commencing research.
You know nothing of the... Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
A test.
Let's begin.
Specimen sighted.
I'm on guard.
Answer me. Fail. SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Time for some hardship.
0 points.
Hit!
Fail.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Commencing research. Here, try this.
Lance at the ready.
Specimen sighted. Deep breaths.
Not bad.
Leave it to me. You know nothing of the way. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
I'm on guard. Hit!
Let's begin.
Perfect.
A test. 0 points.
Lance at the ready.
SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Fail.
Commencing research.
0 points. Answer me. Fail.
Leave it to me. Stand down.
I'm on guard. Don't lose momentum.
I'm asking questions. A test. Failed.
Specimen sighted. Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Ting-Yun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along? And what was that fire that came out of her? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing this.
Meaning that Ting-Yun had long since fallen under the Lord?
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a corrupted, but there was no indication that Ting-Yun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Ting-Yun we knew wasn't her true self, but an
You're saying that the...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Ting-Yun may be, or at what point she was... At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Ting-Yun, it does raise the question of why Fantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any... I believe this to be Fantilia's goal. To sow...
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen, Fantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, we need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that delve. Let's make haste. That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious... What worries me more is... That imposter had the... What worries me more is... It all happened so suddenly. But... Looking back, I think... Since she was an Amicastor dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the Commission. We'll have to let the Cloud Knight... As for the Ting-Yun who accompanied us all that way... It is a delve governed by the Vidyadhara. Supposedly an ancient oceanic reef. After the Ambrosial Arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. The Alliance decided to seal the arbor within Scale Gorge waterscape. And it has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. I've reported the current situation to this. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said the situation stands on the edge of a... This is... Huh? You're pretty... Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something... It's been such a long journey, but I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but...
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Susha.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to...
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to... I've delayed for too long. I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
What a huge cauldron.
This Orient cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people. All the elixir crucibles that the Videodora helped to construct contain cloud hymn.
Was Blade his master or something? Is that why he knows him? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet? These memories.
Or they're like brothers?
They have nothing to do with me anymore.
Maybe they're brothers. Lovers? Brothers?
They say that you're Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long. I was exiled from the Xianzhou. I'm no longer one of the Scions of Permanence.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Videodora go through cycles of life and death. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Please, take care of me. This surging power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening in Steel Gorge Waterscape. Please.
I'm sorry.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. It seems you already made your decision. There's...
He's here.
Oh.
That feeling, Kafka. It's well...
Oh, don't resist.
You're here. You think changing form will help you escape?
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I have nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive.
Jing Yuan's lapdog.
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so...
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice. I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Sword, heed me.
Interesting.
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way! Do not be afraid.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away.
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Surrender!
I failed to send you.
I sent a storm.
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy? I failed to send you.
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick. Don't you?
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So did she teach you? Then you deserve no... Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But... there's no other way. Forgive me.
I think... this... isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Lawfu's hotshot general.
Qingyuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend...
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together? Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Danfeng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Danfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor.
I may not be capable of the things that Dan Feng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from when I am the general of the Luofu. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you. I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction.
Her hatching rebirth is complete. She left me all alone. Still, I wait for the day of my rebirth. Endless waiting. As recorded in the ancient texts, this body of water was brought by my people from our homeworld. It formed part of the roiling deep. It is as pure here as it was there. Our dragon ancestors nurtured us with the water of life, and bestowed us with the permanence of the Vidyadhara.
Do you know something? When Don Fong committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The dragon transmutation inheritance was not intact after all. The senior Vidyadhara hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Don Fong against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the Ten Lords Commission.
Waters of the ancient sea, cleanse me. Waters of the ancient sea, protect me. This world's good karma is settled. This life's misfortune is erased.
Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them.
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
A foregone conclusion.
Hear this thunder!
Oh, Grace. Heaven's Surge. Break! This is our chance.
Conflict is pitiless!
Told you I could fight.
Just a scratch. Heaven's Surge. Rise!
Time for the master stroke.
Show no mercy.
He is really cool.
Here! You can't run!
Ooh, damn!
Heaven's Surge. Break! This is our chance.
Follow my charge.
Hear this thunder!
My turn!
Heaven's Surge. Rise! Let's go.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless!
Try that again! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move!
Man, I haven't used her ult in so long. Bam!
Jimmy Wynn, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The seats of divine foresight relate the battle reports to me. As for
The Ambrosial Arbor. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the...
that is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Dan Heng? You are Dan Heng, right?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you...
Let us save such my astral guests. When you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim... Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every...
Dan Heng?
The choice is yours, Dan Heng.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Law Fu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived.
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the Senior Videodra's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dong...
Hi, Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Law Fu invoked the power of this under the direction of the High Elder. The Videodara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood this.
It looks so much like Dan Heng. I wonder if... The statue... Dan Heng's brother?
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the Law Fu Videodara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. What happens next?
You scared the heck out of me! For a second I thought you'd annoyed the General. It seemed like you were his prisoner. There I was, thinking up a plan to kidnap you. And it turns out the two of you are old buddies. So, what made you suddenly... Aw, how sweet. But, Mr. Yang and I have been holding... Anyway, it's great to have you with us, Dan Heng. Imbibitor Lunay's reincarnation. Dong Hong, correct? I've heard your name before. Your name was only erased from the public eye. But as the Master Diviner, I know, and I was not born in the heroic and extraordinary era of the High Cloud Quintet. To have... Your appearance closely matches the depiction in the annals. Does Videodara reincarnation really entail a complete transformation? A new life?
I knew you'd come. When we first mentioned the Xianzhou, there was a sad look in your eyes. They may have banished you, but the Law Fu is still your home. You're a member of the Express crew, Dan Heng. Let's settle this matter as soon as possible. Our journey doesn't end here.
Has coming here triggered your memory? Release your full potential. The power you...
Dude, I just got chills. What?
The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jingyuan... General...
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us...
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knight.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return,
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
Looks good.
Oh, we meet again.
steps are so far apart. I gotta find a way down.
You scale-gorge waterscape to seal the arbor. Treason! Blasphemy! You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind can never be of our mind.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the preceptors.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the three talents, the path to the great roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine how upset you'd be if you had to abandon me.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice.